Welcome everyone back to my channel. If this is your first time here, pull up a seat, sit down. We're gonna have a little TBR today. If you've been here before, you know the drill, but what's gonna be slightly different, okay? So normally we draw in a lovely horror. Yes, his head is upside down because I did something. I'm gonna do something. So I'll decide, because I can, that I'm going to do once every 4 months, nothing but a series TBR. So basically for April, we are going to do nothing but series. We're going to read series, but it's going to be a little... The good thing is we got green now. Big pink. Got pink in here now because we've got green because I'm at the goal recently, which you'll see eventually when I put it up. The horror will not be used for this. Instead, we're gonna use my Gundam. I think he's Gundam Wing. He's a little smaller, but he doesn't need to be that big because there's really not a lot in here. Between the yellow, the orange, and the green now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have 4 books to read, and one hopefully will be off from Hoopla. Now, if I can't find a book off from Hoopla, we're only going to do 4 books because this is going to be my month of writing. And since it's going to be my month of writing, that means that I'm going to be writing all kinds of stuff for myself. And that means very little videos, very little time for other stuff. So I'll still read and I'll still record the videos I need to record for that month. This month of April, but I will also be writing as much as I can because I'm determined to get something done. So with that in mind, since yellow is the oldest, we'll have 2 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 green. Okay, decide. This top one right here, it was staring at me and I didn't like it. The sign of 4. I start off there. Yay! So this has a scarlet and red. Oh no, a study in scarlet and the sign of 4. So I'm going to be able to read now the sign of 4, which is where it says, in the sign of 4, Holmes and Watson hunt down a stolen treasure upon the insistence of one Mary Morstan. An investigation that throws the trio into a vortex involving secret pacts and mysterious messages. Okay, so let's check to see if this has Audible. Okay, so it has a few different versions of the Sign of 4. That's interesting. There are a few different versions of the Sign of 4, so we might just make this by Audible. We'll see which one. Yeah, there's a lot there. This is the unabridged version too. Ooh, that's nice. And it was made in 2025. Really? It's made this year. So that's the one I'm looking at doing. Looks pretty neat and cool. Yeah. So for right now, we're just gonna favor it because we don't know of any of the others, and it's only 3 hours long, so a 3-hour read, kind of. I don't know if I want to do that because that's just going to be a very short Audible, and I might have to do more, which will mean that I'll have to do more drawing out of this TBR, which would be fine. The more books I can get out of there, the better. because that's always good. The more I get down, the better it is. Okay, so now we're gonna do an orange. Orange. Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident. So this is book 2 in the Artemis Fowl. We haven't actually read an Artemis Fowl for a while. We really haven't. Okay. So, Artemis Fowl, teenage criminal genius, is back, and there's trouble in Fairyland. Goblin gangs are planning on uprising, exactly as bad as it sounds, and it looks like they've had human help. Holly Short is convinced it's Artemis Fowl, but for once, Artemis is innocent. He's busy getting his father back from the Arctic Circle, where the Russian mafia, also very bad, are holding him prisoner. All Artemis has to do is clear his name, beat 2 massive criminal organizations, and avoid freezing to death. At least it'll get him out of the house. There's that. Let's see. Oh, Foul Manor, Haven City, and Lenin Rescue. Forest the symbols. Let's check. You see if Artemis Fowl and the Arctic Incident has an Audible itself. The more I can listen to on Audible, it'll be, because I drive to for work and it's really going great. I think I'm currently at the time of this recording, which is Monday the 24th, 82% of the way through this, and it's an 11-hour read. So 11-hour Audible. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. The art, I have a spell, but I won't. Not today. Okay. None of this is what I'm looking for. It's an ebook, but not. Okay, so it's an ebook, so that's down the drain. So this one will be just a read. And this one will probably be a Audible. Now let's do a green. Nope, that's orange. Green. Heaven's official blessing too. Okay, another one's definitely not Audible. So I'm gonna show you this, even though you've probably already seen it. But Heaven's Official Blessing 2, Volume 2, and this is the normal Volume 2 that we got here. So we've got these. I'll be reading from this one. Yeah. So, this one here. The touch of a hand, a roll of the dice. Chilean has confirmed that the bewitching youth Sunlung is actually a watch-on. One of the 4 calamities and a supreme ghost despised by all heavenly officials. Still, he has trouble matching the terror of his continued reputation with the charming, clever, and protective young man he's come to know. When a distress signal leads Chilean into Ghost City, a bustling metropolis containing all the horrors and delights of the dead, he sees Hua Chen in his element and his true form for the first time. But despite their chemistry and care for one another, there are missions fulfilled and secrets to uncover, and Chilean's centuries of troubled history are never far behind. So, yay. This one's definitely not an Audible. Unless they've somehow got an Audible. But I don't think they will have a very good Audible, because, yeah, they would have to do it in the character side, not from the anime, because otherwise, I am not going to be very impressed. Yeah. not. I watched the anime, and the anime does cover this book, or as far as I know. But I'm interested to see the differences, because there were differences in the anime. Oh, yeah, I just noticed that it's rated 13 on here. Okay, so we're back to yellow, and one audible. It is a little disappointing, but you know what? Since we're doing the yellows only, let's just pull them all out. All right, so there's only 4 yellow here. This one. I don't know about this yellow. This yellow, which is at that time I got reincarnated as a slime too. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at that beautiful poster that's never coming out of here. Look at that. That is Rimuru, Soe, Shun, Kurobe, Benimaru, Chuna, and Hokuro. So, as the super slime met his match, Rimuru's new life is going pretty well, all things considered. With a diverse population of hobgoblins, dwarves, and direwolves in his little village in the forest of Jura is developing into a respectful, peaceful settlement until a team of ogres attacks. Not only that, but a horde of orcs have been terrorizing the local races, and if they aren't stopped, Rimuru's home could be next. The fishy chief himself is no slouch, of course, but he'll need more than reincarnation bonuses to deal with this. So, yay! I don't know what that is, but we're going to put it right here. So I definitely know this also doesn't have one, because if you believe it, these used to be web novels. Both of them used to be web novels. Both of them are animes. Both of them are manhwas. Both of them now have printed versions of them. So I'm pretty sure I can do another one. We're going to do another orange because the Audible doesn't count as the book read. It just counts as its own little thing. So there's a lot of orange. We'll go with this one. There's a green that was attached to me. The Shadow of Kyoshi. The Shadow of Kyoshi. That's interesting. I love it. I'm in love with it. So there we go. Okay. So Yoshi's place as the true avatar has finally been cemented, but at a heavy cost. With her mentors gone, Yoshi struggles to keep peace in a world full of corruption and violence. While her reputation grows, a mysterious threat emerges from the spirit world. Yoshi travels take her to the Fire Nation, where she reunites with Rangi and becomes the Fire Lord's guest of honor for an important cultural holiday. But beneath the celebration lies a dangerous game of court politics, and when the palace itself is attacked, she, Rangi, and their allies must deliver justice before the Fire Nation is consumed by strife. It is. Yep, there's that. This one should already have its written number. The 5 on it. And that concludes that. So literally one Audible out of it all. Is that daunting on me? I'll admit I'll probably sit there and do more Audible. So like driving to work and listening to the Audibles. Like how I continued the Harry Potter. So I didn't draw 4, which would have been nice. Why couldn't you have given me 4? Then I would have been able to sit there and do another Audible. Anyways. I'm a little disappointed, okay? I might continue with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes. With the next book in Audible format, if they have it. And keep going and to make sure that I have enough to last me the month of April. So there's that. Now, he's done his purpose of being just a series. But since next month we're going to go back to the normal spiel of everything being meshed together, we're going to put him back in Haru Haru. We'll do this, like I said, every 4 months of just hitting the series over anything else. So look forward to that. Right now we've started on pink. The pink is not complete, but halfway. So with these 5 here, that'll probably be 5 more strips. I don't know. That won't complete it for this month. But I don't know if it'll be completed by the time the 4th month comes around and I'll be able to pick out pink or not. We'll see. I mean, we still have a shit. But for now, oops. For now, we're gonna dump my colors back in here. For next month's TBR. Alright, let's shake it up. The thing I dislike about this is that Haru Haru comes from Gundam Seed. But this sits there and says it comes from Gundam 000. 000? 0? Which it's obviously not. I thought it was funny. So, anyways, if hold up, let me hold it up one more time and actually read them out one last time. One last time, we'll read them out and let you know. Okay, so we have Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes, The Sign of 4. Then we have Artemis Fowl in the Arctic Incident by Owen Colfer. And we have Heaven's Official Blessing, Tian Guan Sifu, by Mo Jiang Tongju. Then we have The Tamagotchi Reincarnated as a Slime, Novel 2, by Fuse. And The Shadow of Kiyoshi by FPE. That is my new one. My new TBR. So there you go. It's pretty, isn't it? Again. Anyways, if you think this was ever like, comment, or being a lovely subscription, drop it. See you. Illusion.